We are here not just as Californians, but as Americans who are concerned with the direction of our country. Let me say this. We have laws. We have to go by the laws. We can't call in the National Guard unless we're requested by a governor. Those are not my words. Those are the words of Donald Trump in 2020. Today, he's doing exactly the opposite. He's deploying National Guard troops and now mobilizing 700 active duty Marines into Los Angeles without the consent of the governor or the request of the governor and local law enforcement. The chaos is the bait, and the switch is a constitutional crisis and power grab. Trump created this political distraction to divide us and keep our focus away from his policies that are wreaking havoc on our economy and hurting working families. He's not keeping us safe. He's not restoring order. He's ratcheting up the tension, wishing for it to reach a boiling point. And we all knew that this day would come. It was just a matter of time. And this isn't leadership. It's a deliberate attempt by Trump to incite unrest, test the limits of executive power, and distract from the lawlessness of his administration.
Bringing the National Guard and the Marines only escalates tensions, turning our neighborhoods into battlegrounds and militarizing our streets is not the answer. It's not the answer for California, and it's not the answer for any other state or municipality across the country.
It is unprecedented what this individual is doing, but it's exactly what he does best, dividing the people and creating chaos, testing his limits of power, and also diverting attention away from many of the disastrous programs that he's trying to perpetrate on the people of the United States of America. This has to end. It's not fair to the military personnel who've been called out. It's certainly not fair to individuals who are peacefully protesting, and peacefully protesting is important.
We are here because we stand with our constituents and immigrant communities across this country. We stand with them to protest peacefully in the streets, as many of them have done. We must put an end to Donald Trump's inhumane attacks on immigrant communities and on our Constitution.
Next.
Something is very wrong with this picture. Inconsistent in his actions, contrary to his own statement that he couldn't, of a year ago, that he couldn't send anyone in without the governor's consent, any place, and in violation of the Constitution. Thank you.
And so, the first thing you got to get it in your heads is you cannot believe what the president is telling you. You've got to understand that he's a liar, that he cannot be trusted, that he wants to get the numbers. He wants to show MAGA crowd that he's in fact getting the numbers he promised he was going to get to deport people out of the country. He's trying to make sure that he gets people angry. People are worried about separation of families, children from their mothers and their fathers, etc. And of course, we always have to be careful that they're not agent provocateurs that we've learned about historically that's in the middle of all of this, trying to make sure that they create violence. We are not creating violence. We don't have any outpouring of violence. We are saying we want peaceful protest. The Constitution guarantees that. Stop this lying president from what he's doing and getting into your heads and get it straight.